Hi everyone, welcome back. It is Monday, November 23rd or Tuesday, November 24th. I'm going to go through the slideshow here and then we'll be doing a couple interactive activities and reading chapter 2 in the bully. So today, just remember if you have any questions about anything to reach out to me. You don't have to do a book report for Fusion Reading. And book assignment sheet number 2 is due today. So that is in the independent read folder. Again, if you need to use the bully to complete book assignment sheet 2, you're able to do that. Also, vocab set 3 words will be due the Monday and Tuesday after Thanksgiving break. So this week is Thanksgiving break on Thursday and Friday. So you have school Monday, Tuesday, as online days, whichever group you are, and then Wednesday, everybody's distance learn. There is a Quizlet that we will practice together for set 3 vocab words sometime before you take that test. I also shared it with you in the vocab folder on Schoology. So your words are due for 10 points that Monday and Tuesday after Thanksgiving, but you have to include all the parts. And I shared many of those with you. Today, I would like you to open up the daily doc in the black folder for today, 11/23, 11/24. So again, you would go to the class in Schoology and you go to the black folder. Okay, and the daily documents are there. So today you should open up 11/23 and 24. It looks like this. I'll make mine a little bit bigger. Okay, so we'll be working through that document in just a little bit. So if you could get yours open, that would be fabulous. Today we'll be reading chapter 2, but before we do that, I want to remind you that you were supposed to finish chapter 1. We're going to do a little activity on the document for chapter 1. It's called a flippity. And then we'll be reading and listening to chapter 2 today. Remember, Distance Learn is on Wednesday for everyone. You do have an activity to complete for Distance Learn, so make sure that you are logging in and checking the blue folder for Wednesday, 11/25. There's a document that you'll be working through, and there's also a graded quizzes coming up next week. Okay, so I'll check into that and know that you will be having a quizzes for chapters 1 through 3 coming up. So you have to read chapter 3 for Wednesday, 11/25. Some of the things that are graded for this try, I'm listing here. Your tracking reading was due last Friday on the 20th of November. That's a lot of points, so you have to get 25 boxes filled in. So if you haven't done that, make sure you get that done and submit that by, the Monday, Tuesday after Thanksgiving for sure. You'll have a quizzes to chapter 1 on the bully. That's going to be today. Reading assignment sheet 2. That's due today, and that's in the independent read folder. You can use the bully if you need to. And then over the weekend and Thanksgiving break, you need to finish reading chapters 2 and 3 in the bully. There's also a distance learn activity for November 25th. Working on your vocab set 3 words. Again, they're in the vocab folder on Schoology, and the test will be after Thanksgiving break in our last week of try 1. So I'm going to go over here to the document, and we're going to work through a few things together, and then we will be doing some interactive things and listening to chapter 2 today for the bully. So we're going to do our warm-up together. If you would look at the screen or your own document as well, that works. And today, I felt the urge to go for a run. I really wanted and needed to run. So if you really need to do something, what does urge mean? Number 2, The countryside is lush, with rolling hills and tea bushes nestled under green trees. So if something is lush and it's in the countryside, it's got rolling hills, tea bushes, they're nestled, so they're all tucked in there. Lush is a good word, so what would lush mean? Number 3, the boy had rippling muscles and a barrel chest, so I figured he was a serious athlete. So if it's rippling and you got a barrel chest, you're not any kind of wimp. And if you're a serious athlete, what is rippling muscles? And what was Daryl's mother hoping that moving to California would do for them? What do you think? Maybe you don't know yet exactly, but what was she hoping? Okay, so we're going to move on now. Vocabulary instruction, again, you can write this on your own paper, or you can open up the Google Doc that I shared with you in the vocab folder. You might be doing it this way. You might have your own blank doc that you're using, but at this time, open up to whatever you're doing your vocab on. So last week, Monday, Tuesday, we did numbers 1, 2. You had to do number 3 on your own. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, we did 4 and 5. Pretty much you had to do 6 on your own. Today we're going to look at 7 and 8, concession and chronological. Okay, so concession, I color-coded for you. Concession, you can see here that it has a prefix, it has a suffix, and it has a root. So look those up for yourself on the root word charts. They're in prefix, suffix, root word charts. They're in vocab set 3 explanation. They're also in the vocab folder on Schoology. Then for the definition, make sure you Google what the definition means for concession. I also helped you with a word. One word with con, because that's the prefix, is concede. So maybe look that word up, see what it means, and then kind of come up with another word using CESS or ION. And then I did a sentence. We went to the concession stand at halftime in the game, and then use one of your other words in the sentence for sentence 2. Chronological, again, there's no prefix. It seems like chron should be a prefix, but chron is actually a root word. Okay, so it's a main base of a word. So look up that for the root, and then AL is the suffix. And alogic is nothing. It's just dangling letters in there. All the letters aren't something all the time. Then I looked it up for you. It's arranged in order of time. One other word with chron is chronicles. And then you come up with another word that uses maybe AL, okay? Then I made a sentence. The Chronicles of Narnia is a great set of books. So you can copy and paste that or put that into your own or write that down. And then you have to use chronological because I use chronicles from here. You have to use chronological because one of your sentences uses the word and one of your sentences uses one of the other words that you chose. If you don't have all 8 written down at this point, make sure you check vocab set 3. It's in the vocab folder for set 3. The words are all there. So is this document. If you want to use it, you can. So that should be there and get caught up on the words. You can also find help on the words on the other documents for last week in the black folder because I did them, like this on the screen. All right, any questions on vocab? You have to do numbers 9 and 10. 9 and 10 will be for 1125. So you'll be doing numbers 9 and 10 for 1125. That is your distance learning for Wednesday. And if you look at that, well, you can just look at the screen. When you look at that document, you need to complete a quizzes to chapters 1 through 3 for the bully once you finish chapters 2 and 3. Okay, So don't take this quizzes until you've completed chapters 1 through 3. You have a few days to take it. Again, vocabulary is listed here for chronic and conclude. Then you are finishing reading chapter 3 for the bully, and then we'll talk about it when you get back to school. Well, when we get back online the Monday and Tuesday after Thanksgiving break. Okay? All right. So at this time, you can set vocabulary away or put, you can get out of that tab or whatever, and then take out your bully book. Okay, so if you would take out your bully book, we're going to start listening to chapter 2. But before we do that, we're going to do a little flippity, a link that we're going to do for practice about chapter 1 stuff. And then there's also a quizzes that's graded for chapter 1 that you'll be taking at this time. So I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to take that quizzes after we do a flippity review. And once we get done with that, then we'll see how far we get in chapter 2 audio. Okay? Today, I want you to reflect, why do you think kids looked the other way when Tyree was bothering Daryl? What would you have done? And new words for today are menacing, massive, coordinated, and mocking. Okay? So again, what's coming due is, of course, do the Blue Distance Learn folder, finish reading chapters 2 and 3 to the bully. You have a quiz to do on those by early next week. So there's a quizzes for chapters 1 through 3. Again, it's found on the Distance Learn document for 1125. Just send me a screenshot of your score. Your weekly reading doc was due last week for tracking your pages. Make sure you get it done by Monday, Tuesday, the final week after Thanksgiving if you didn't already. Reading assignment sheet 2 is due today. It's in the independent reading folder. Again, that you can use the bully. You can also use the bully to track your pages read. Vocab set 3 words is also due, the last week, and then we'll have a test on those words. Okay, so I'm going to stop my video and we will complete the practice flippity. Then you'll have a quizzes on chapter 1 that's graded, and then we'll start listening to chapter 2.